Gemini. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for January 2020. Happy New Year! This month I'm using the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, this is a general reading. And to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Ascendant, and Gemini Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Gemini, now on to your January 2020 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have, Gemini, is the Six of Cups, and this is two people that have been intertwined before in a previous incarnation, and you've reincarnated with them again in this lifetime to solve karma. Now, it could be that you're with them together to the end of your days, or that you're with them and then you break apart and the karma is solved either way. Sometimes this can mean fond childhood memories. Sometimes it can be children. I feel like there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that may be pushing your buttons, and it could have to do with children or family matters. I feel like there's upsetment, and it could come from somebody being stubborn, controlling, or digging their heels in about something. And you may have family members putting pressure on you to do something or to change something you're doing. And I feel that some of you really do want camaraderie of spirit, but I feel that you're in some kind of situation where there's dissension and there's not the camaraderie of spirit that you'd like there to be. And for many of you, I do feel this is among family members, but for some of you, this could actually be occurring in job and work-related situations or any clubs, groups, or organizations you belong to. You may be experiencing patronizing behavior from somebody who thinks that you don't know as much as you think you do. This could be coming from a boss. This could also be coming from coworkers or even somebody in your personal life, just feeling like, yeah, you're not as smart as you think you are. And they could be condescending or patronizing to you in some way in January, but this could go on between January and maybe sometime in March, even up through that time period. There's a lot of instigation and provocation happening. That's what I'm picking up here. But I'm going to warn you right here. Your rising sign is going to tell you more about what is fate and destined to be. Your, and your physical body, your day-to-day life. Your sun sign is more your free will. What you came here to do, but you have free will to change it. So keep that in mind. That's why it's really good to watch your rising sign and your sun sign. And you're going to be quite irritated by this person or group of people. And I feel like you're going to want to shut them up or shut them down. That's the energy I get here. Like, I feel you incensed, and I feel you're going to be, any belligerent tendencies you have are going to be accelerated. And you may be like, how the hell is she getting that off of Six of Cups? I'm just telling you what my guides say. So maybe it's some like who's instigating you, or people even, it's from a past life and you've reincarnated again because you have to experience this karma. That's my interpretation of it, because normally I get this as a couple card. Usually, but it's not coming up that way in your reading. The next card you have here is the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is the Miser card. This is holding on protectively to things of value, could be holding on protectively to your finances, even emotions even. This card can also be a card that's going to say you have financial success coming in the future. This is time where you have to strategize, hunker down, pay off a lot of debts and pay your bills. And saving, putting money away and saving money and trying to gather extra cash because I feel like there's something you're going to do with it. And some of you are going to be thinking of, I need a new way to invest my money, or I need a new way to make money. It's one or the other or both. It could even be both. This is like a decisive month for you, an investigative month and a decisive month where you're going to spend a lot of time and energy getting things figured out. Especially, I mean, in this area of your finances, investing, paying down debts and investing and getting your finances in some kind of cohesive order. You know, maybe you've given a lot to family members or donated a lot to charity over the years, or, you know, been generous with friends and family, or to your parents, or given a lot. But I feel like you're reticent to do that now. Like, I'm not saying you're not going to be generous again in the future, but right now in January, I feel like you're kind of putting the brakes on that. Some of you, if you're not putting the brakes on it, of generously giving, you may be protective of it in a sense where you want to hide it and keep it secret from some people. You may not want everybody to know, like, how much you make, or how much of a bonus you got, or how much money you have saved. Like, there's some there is protectiveness here about money for you. And I feel like some of you may be like, you know what? Every time I feel like I'm building a rock solid foundation with my finances, something comes up that I have to freaking fix. Like, I got to replace my hot water heater. I got to replace my air conditioner. I've got to, you know, my floor got screwed up. I have to replace my flooring, or my roof is leaking. And just as soon as I feel like, look at that money, I've got it earmarked to do this, that, or the other. Now you got to get your roof replaced. Like, that kind of thing, I feel, has kind of plagued you. I don't even mean in January. I mean, been happening for like the last year, year and a half, maybe. So you've got the Empress card in the middle of your reading, crowning your reading. This is a maternal figure that's either in the living, or they could be deceased, watching you, guiding you, protecting you, and from the other side. This could be a mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, someone like a mother figure to you. This could also be you. You could be the Empress, because it is the card of creation. So you could be, your creativity could be really high, and it can also be the birth of a job, a birth of a business, project, plan, idea, or a child. Situations are changing. The sands are shifting beneath your feet. There's things that have kind of gotten out of whack. And you have to, like, assimilate them, get them, pull them back together and get things in place. What area is that happening for you, Gemini? I don't know, because it's a general reading. So this could be your financial life. It could be your work life. It could be your personal life, your love life. I don't know, but it's like some situations have got out of whack, and you have to, like, pull it all together and get things together. Some of you are going to receive important news, and valuable information, but I feel many of you, it's not going to come until May. Could happen sooner. You're not all on the same timeline, because not all Geminis have the same birth chart. So your timing is going to be different. Some of you, that's where things really finally start to settle down. And don't be surprised if you are dating someone at that time that you don't get engaged, or someone pops the question to you in May. For some of you, but there's other things. It's not just about that. I pick up other things going on in May. If you're somebody that retains fluid, I feel like it could be something to do with a medication you're taking or something you're eating, and that if you change your diet or switch medications, you're going to find that you start losing weight. But I feel like, to me, it feels like water weight, or like retaining fluid. I feel like somebody told you some wrong information, and I feel like there's some things, like, it's taking you time to get things back into place or in order. I don't know who told you the wrong information. Somebody gave you some wrong information and it caused you to make some kind of decisions that now in January and also in February, you're going to be realizing that, or you didn't, maybe it wasn't all the wrong information. Some of it could have been that you didn't have the whole story. May not have all been wrong. It could have been the whole, not having the whole story. Some of you that's mother is living, you could have a mother that starts to have some issues with breathing. She may get pneumonia, or she might have, like, I get fluid in the lungs, or respiratory problems or troubles with breathing come up around a mother or a mother figure for you in January or in the next couple of months. I don't feel that was you. That was a mother or a mother figure. So the next card you have here is the Fool, and this is starting out on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations, but you have to have your wits about you and not have your head in the clouds and not have on rose-colored glasses, or you're going to fall off the cliff. So it's a good card because it's a new journey, but you have to be in reality about what's going on. Somebody may come to you and say, Gemini, you've got the goods. We want to hire you, or we want to reinvent you. You're going to listen very carefully to any offers or proposals that come your way at this time or in the next, between January and the end of April. And some of you are going to be learning a new skill. And this new skill during that same time frame. And this new skill could help you maybe get more money at your job, or it'll be a new skill that you'll learn and you can make this a service you pass on to others if you own your own business, or you do subcontracted work on the side. And I feel like at some point you're going to have to tell everybody what you're doing and like kind of like toot your own horn. I know that may sound like a weird message, but like you're going to have to broadcast it, let it be known, let it go out there, what you're working on, what you're doing, like so people can pay for your services or pay attention to what you're doing. Like you're going to need to promote it or talk about it once you've got it under your belt, or while you're in the process of learning it. You could warn people ahead of time, like, hey, I'm learning this new skill. I'm going to add it to my menu of what I sell or services I provide, that kind of thing. You may feel like there's a lot of speculation going on in your life, and you may be feeling like you're getting pulled in different directions by different people. These people pulling you this way with their ideology and thinking and what they want to see, and this other group of people pulling you the other way with their ideology and their way of thinking. So you may be feeling pulled in two different directions. This could be socially by this group of friends and that group of friends. It could be in workplace, like if the workplace is divided. It could be in other senses, but I get feeling pulled in different directions here. I feel like this is a mark in time where you're going to launch into something new that's almost like a cavalcade of something new. Like it could be, maybe you're going to start lobbying for a new position, or, lobbying for a promotion, or you're going to start some big marketing campaign and promoting things you're working on or doing and broadcasting it out there. But I'm getting like the word a cavalcade of like you with all your army. I'm seeing like warriors. Why do they always come up looking like Knights Templar people to me? Because this is the second time I've had that recently. But like, waving the standards, and they're having their swords and their shields, and they're behind you. That's your cavalcade for some reason. I don't know, Gemini. Make sense of that what you will. You have the Hanged Man as your last card in this reading for January, which is being in limbo. Not moving forward, not moving backward, and being in a state of suspended animation, and you have to draw from your own psychic ability when you're in that state of being. There's a lot of things going on in January that you're not going to be able to control, and you do have to kind of wait. This is actually coming up somewhat like you waiting. It's like you're marshaling your forces. You're taking inventory. It could be inventory of things you actually own. It could be inventory of to do with a business. It could be your own personal inventory of things you own. It could also be an inventory of people that have this same, I hate to use the words again because it's coming up to me again, theologies, ideologies, and ways of thinking and all that. Like you're taking inventory of something here. You may not trust some of the ways things are happening right now, but in March through May is when that changes. And you're really going to learn now in January and February what people are really all about, what they're made of, what are their character flaws, what are their positive traits, not just negative, like what are their positive attributes, what are their character flaws. Pay attention, because people who are going to be showing you their true colors and how they really are in January and February, even though you don't feel like you can trust it or you're not fully sure of what's going on, I feel like March through May, March through the end of April, you'll feel secure about it. But the message is to pay attention to what people are behaving like, how they're behaving, and what they're saying and doing, etc., because it's actually telling you a lot. Don't slough it off, even though you're like, yeah, I don't trust what's going on. I'm not saying I disagree with that, but I think you need to, people are going to be showing their true colors. That's just how it comes up to me. You know, I feel in some ways you're going to be quite bent with determination. And even if you retreat and regroup your efforts, and that would be wise in January and February, work on things, learn the things you need to learn, pay attention. People are showing you their true colors and what really makes them tick. Don't invest any big amounts of time or money into anything important until March. You will have way more of a clue and feel like things are on the upswing and happening stronger for you in the month of May. And for some of you, Geminis, that is your birth month for some of you. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. I have to say right here, I'm not in my usual location, and I forgot to bring my bag of gemstone crystals, and I'm not going to be able to do them this month because I'm going to be where I am for a couple of weeks, and these videos are getting recorded now. So my plan is to do them next month in February. So I apologize. I just did not remember them. So I want to thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I do put a lot of work and effort into these videos, and I do appreciate all the views. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe if you would like to get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. Now, I have several video series beneath this video in the description box in the Show More section that I sell on my Vimeo on-demand channel. And many of you that have watched me over the years know since August of 2015, I've been putting videos on Vimeo. I have over 1,500 videos on Vimeo giving psychic predictions from my spirit guides in a variety of topics and about a variety of things. So the first one I want to talk to you about, that's one of the first links, is going to be, it's that time of year again, right? It's the new year, and every year I do a New Year's reading for each sign of the zodiac. So if you want to get the New Year 2020 10-card Celtic Cross Tarot spread psychic reading for each sign of the zodiac, that link is below this video. The other links that are below this video is, as always, my psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for January 2020, where I look into my crystal and my spirit guides. It's like a continuation of these readings here that I do on YouTube with the tarot cards. I continue on with the crystal. So if you would like to see the additional messages and predictions from my spirit guides for either your sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign, you can click on the link below this video and it will take you to those videos on Vimeo. Also, the other video series I have listed, I did 2 separate video series for the 2 eclipses we have. One is happened by the time you hear this, it's already happened, on December 26, 2019, solar eclipse in Capricorn. And I did psychic tarot readings for that solar eclipse in Capricorn on December 26, where I pulled 4 cards from the Morgan Greer tarot deck and then looked into my crystal to tell you and give you messages about what you may experience that will be beginnings, endings, and change. But we also had another eclipse that's coming up in on January 10th, full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer. And I did the same thing in those videos to see what changes, new beginnings, and endings will come to you from that eclipse. And that I did, so that's also a psychic tarot reading where I used the Hanson Roberts tarot deck and those readings and then looked in the crystal. And then the other thing I wanted to tell you, because I had gotten quite a few comments under some of the videos and private emails where people were saying they wanted to donate to my channel. And years ago, I had people that would occasionally do that. So I thought, you know what? I don't have a donation button. So I made a donation link. If you would like to donate to my channel, that is below. All the video series links I have listed. You'll see the link donate. You click on that and it's connected to PayPal if you would like to donate. So the other thing I wanted to add here is if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on YouTube, you can follow me on my Facebook pages, The Lucky Mermaid LLC, The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC, and my Instagram account, The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel, and my Twitter account at The Lucky Mermaid, where I pull psychic tarot cards, I pull tarot cards, oracle cards, angel cards, sacred geometry oracle cards, animal spirit totem cards. I look into my crystal, and those predictions are not just for that day. They're for sometimes that week, for a couple of weeks, for a couple of months. And many people find that those messages resonate with them. So you might also find they resonate with you as well. So I hope you have an absolutely awesome January of 2020, Gemini. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.